Hello everybody, welcome to another vlog here, RoboShock here. I want to apologize for not doing any kind of vlogs for a while. One, I was really not feeling well. I was not up to it to be able to do any videos of any kind. And second, my son and his friend was here. And this weekend was just my son, but he went home, so I want to be able to do this video before the TLC of match of WWE starts tonight, and also be able to get any other opinions down there. One thing I do want to get away of is that at the Video Game Awards, Nintendo ran away with a couple of awards. And one of the awards that I remember was the Fighting Game Awards, and that went to Super Smash Brothers, which I congratulate them. But what really disappoints me is that RGT85 said about this that Nintendo didn't show up. I didn't get to watch the whole award show. I wish I did, but when RGT did reveal the show, there was more like bands and people talking when they got the awards and everything. A little bit of showing video games that's coming out for the consoles, but the Nintendo did not show up at all, which I find it funny and weird because Nintendo has shown up every year of the Game Awards, and this year they didn't show up, and I'm like, scratch my head why. I was looking forward to hearing them bring out a new exclusive game for the Nintendo Switch, and apparently they didn't. So we just gotta hope and think that when they do a Nintendo Switch Direct, they give us more insights of what new games are coming, what new games are in development, so it could come out next year. Let me see. Oh yeah. SmackDown of last week. We're going to talk about what happened this past Friday, but SmackDown last week, we all saw that Baron Corbin and that Roman Reigns was going after Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler won the match, but then Baron Corbin got himself involved, and Roman Reigns was taking care of himself and everything, but then all of a sudden, when Ziggler nailed that chin kick to Roman Reigns, that stopped him in his tracks, stopped him from putting Baron Corbin through a table, and then it chained Roman Reigns up in outside corner of the ring, and was pouring and smearing dog food all over his face and everything, and it was real dog food, which I found out, and and Roman Reigns got part of his revenge this past Friday on SmackDown. This past Friday, he got some sort of revenge. But I'm glad that he came out at a good time before they poured dog food all over Kofi Kingston. I mean, that was a mess. And on Raw, we all saw it, and I think we all pictured that Seth Rollins was going to turn heel. We seen that coming and everything. We saw that. And we kind of figured that it might lead him teaming up with AOP, and past Monday we found out that Seth Rollins was is working with AOP all along. So we're going to see how that develops tomorrow night on Raw. Now, we're heading into TLC tonight, which is going to be within a half hour. I don't know if there's a kickoff show or not. They're thinking about having a kickoff show, but after I read the matches that they were having for TLC, I really don't think that was the reason that they need a kickoff show. I mean, they already canceled 2 shows that was supposed to be in TLC, and one of them was Randy Orton against AJ Styles, because we all saw what happened this past Monday on Raw, that Randy Orton came in just when AJ Styles was about to pin Rey Mysterio to get his U.S. title back, but then Orton just stepped in, gave him a wink, and slid right back out. AJ kept looking at Orton. All of a sudden, when AJ turned around and came back, Mysterio wrapped him up in a small package for the 1, 2, 3, and Mysterio's U.S. champion. I'm glad Mysterio's still U.S. champion. Okay. But the match that they had for those 2 guys, Orton and Styles, for the TLC, they canceled it, and they said that they'd rather have them fight out on Raw tomorrow night. I don't think it would care either way if they had it on TLC or not. You know, it really doesn't matter which show you put it on. It's just another, it's just something that one of the people would want to, because they like Randy Orton. And another thing, another match that they canceled out, it was a match between Bayley and Lacey Evans. And quite honestly, I think that's the kind of match that people really don't care, because to be truly honest, Bayley as a heel, I'm sorry, but does not really work for her. I mean, like I said, Bayley has to get that kind of a heel thing going, just like Dakota Kai over on NXT. Now, if she could be able to, Bayley could be able to do that kind of heel, that kind of determination of being heel like Dakota Kai has, then maybe people would get more interested in what Bayley does. But Bayley, no. I'm sorry, no. I'm sorry, but her being a heel, no, does not work. No, I still can't see her being a heel. It's not worth it. Really isn't. So, the matches that they have for TLC, they were going to have Daniel Bryan against The Fiend for the Universal title at TLC, but that got scrapped because Daniel Bryan didn't show up. So they canceled that and they put The Miz into that mix instead. I know Daniel Bryan's going to have a new look because what happened with The Fiend, dragging him under the ring, and Daniel Bryan's hair was being flown around and everything. Just don't know what kind of look we're going to see. I guess he's going to either make an appearance at TLC, either during or after the match between The Miz and The Fiend, or going to wait till SmackDown. So we're just going to have to wait for that. And, of course, we got another pay-per-view that's without Brock Lesnar. I don't understand why they keep Brock Lesnar around for. I don't fucking understand this. I don't like Brock Lesnar, period. He should not be in the WWE. If he's not going to show up for wrestling shows and for pay-per-views, television shows and that, why keep him? Why? I mean, come on. It's like freaking Seth Rollins said that he turned heel. It's because it was our fault. Because of what we were saying on Twitter and everything. You know, if every fucking wrestler cared about what us WWE Universe think about the superstars of the WWE and Twitter and everything, I'm telling you not every single superstar would, if they care every single superstar, I'm telling you, will freaking turn on all of us. Some of the wrestlers don't even care what the universe says about us because we don't get too much deep into that character. I mean, Baron Corbin does because that suits him, and honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't see Seth Rollins portraying himself as a good guy anyway because he was with the Shield for so long. I picture him more of a bad guy, a heel. So, we'll just gotta wait and see how that plans out. So far, he joined himself with the AOP, so I'm thinking there might be a new Shield faction. Don't know. We'll see what happens there. But, looks like TLC is going to be up within about a half hour, and I'm just going to stop the video right here, because quite honestly, I don't really have anything else to say. But what I'm going to do is that I am planning on making one more video, or try to make one more video before Christmas. And I'm not ready for Christmas. I never am ready for the holidays. You know, because I only have one job, and I'm only like a call-in, and it pays good for an app per hour. Don't get me wrong, but it depends on how many days they have me working for. So far, I only worked one day last month, and it was fun. At least I got a little bit of money for me on the side, but not enough. And it's not enough for me to be able to get my son something for Christmas. But I always tell my son that if I don't get anything for you for Christmas, I'll buy you something when I get my tax return. And he says yes, he always understands. And he's a very understanding kid. And that's one of the traits that I love about him. He's very understanding. Not like most of the cats are out there. Fuck freaking spoiled brats. But I am going to end the video here, and I'll see you in the next video. And that's the bottom line, because I said so.